All right, let's go to some sound that we had from the
Scarborough.
debate. Well, you want to get to that?
Oh, I do so badly.
All right,
Bill Kristol and Joe Scarborough going at it. I mean, does it get any better?
Matt, can we tee this up?
Yeah.
Okay. This was just too precious. I mean, because look, the bottom line is I thought there would be a lot more of this, and it's unfortunate there hasn't been. But
just for a pure entertainment value.
Pure entertainment value, but also for the good of the country. And
there was a segment on MSNBC yesterday where Rick Wilson was mocking AJ Delgado or whatever. Rick Wilson's one of the other breakaway, and that was a lot of fun too.
All right, well, here is Bill Kristol on Joe Scarborough's show this morning, Morning Joe, and let's listen.
It doesn't mean that there's going to be violence in the streets. Certainly not if others now say that. Who cares what Donald Trump says?
So what should
Republicans say? He's going to be a failed fluke presidential candidate.
What should Republicans say?
He should be ignored on election night, and Republicans need to say that.
Wait,
and
failed
especially,
fluke?
yes, he won the nomination in a fluky way.
Him and nominated him.
Fluky way.
Not a fluke.
Well, I hope it was a fluke.
He beat like 16 people.
He did, and that's
because
unfortunate.
The Republican Party nominated him.
I agree, and some Republicans have refused to support him, and he's going to lose the general election.
Fluke.
And I think it was a fluke in some ways, and in other ways he tapped into some deep anxieties. I mean, he got a minority of the vote.
A fluke is something
he got a minority of the vote. Okay, fine. You can blame the Republican Party. You feel bad. Does that make you feel better? Does that make you feel better about
it?
You feel great because the Republican Party nominated a guy who's really a bad guy as president, and you think it's funny and amusing.
No, I actually think Republicans need to come clean on themselves.
Well, thank you.
Including leaders of the Republican Party.
What does come clean on themselves mean?
Just be honest about what's right and wrong. And
well, what's wrong is Donald Trump. This show was very tough. This show was really tough on Trump in late 2015 and early 2016.
We were.
Are you going to pretend that?
We were.
Oh, fine. If that's your way of rewriting history,
you mean when Joe hung up on him when he wouldn't answer a question?
You
mean when we peppered him with questions?
A lot of people accommodated Donald Trump at different times. I think but I'm not going to get into. We don't.
Well, no, you just did. You lied. Please don't come on my air and lie. You said in late 15, in early December 2000. I can't even believe you're doing this. I don't know why you're so bitter.
I'm not bitter. I'm trying to say the Republicans. I'm trying to say the Republicans need to.
You're practically crying.
I am upset about this election. That's right, Joe.
In early December 2015, we compared it to Germany 1933. What he was doing.
Really?
Oh, really? We've got.
And you treated him that way when he called in, is that right?
Well, yeah, we treated him tough.
You treated him tough. You asked the most tough questions. Look, we don't need to get into this.
It's too late. It's too late. You're bitter. You come on here practically crying. We've got it on tape. You're screaming at Mika. You don't even know what she's going to say, which is the same thing that you were going to say, which is, why is Paul Ryan? Why are Mitch McConnell?
That's what I'm going to say.
Why? No, that's what Mika was going to say.
Well, we're in agreement.
Well, then don't attack us.
I'm not attacking you guys.
The fact of the matter is, the question is, why does Paul Ryan still endorse him? Why does Mitch McConnell still endorse him? Why do all these Republicans still endorse him? It's a great question. By the way, while you're attacking me personally, I said from the beginning I would never vote for him.
You and I
said I was voting for Jeb Bush. Then I said I was voting for John Kasich. Then we said after the Muslim ban that this is what Germany looked like in 1933. So I don't know where you get up.
On him.
I mean, I'm sorry we were easy on him. If comparing him to Hitler in 1933 is going easy on him, and like that was 3 months before anybody voted, then we were easy on him.
All right, Matt. I think we've heard enough. And joining us now is Thom Hartmann. Let me just say, you'll notice in this, he said, like, I was voting for Jeb Bush. I was voting for John Kasich. We called him Hitler. But even to stop Hitler, Joe Scarborough can't say I'm going to vote for his opponent in the primary. Now, of course, we also know that yes, Morning Joe almost invented the idea of Donald Trump calling in whenever he had.
I was going to say, Scarborough in 2015 and 2014.
Yeah.
Scarborough set this thing up. I mean, he's been the #1 cheerleader for Donald Trump.
They were French kissing off camera. I mean, they showed a couple of times, right, when they went to commercial. and they're sitting there and they're talking about getting together. I mean, Joe Scarborough, literally, I'd like to see him in a debate on that stage with Donald Trump, because I don't know who's more thin-skinned. Right. The moment you say anything negative, Scarborough loses it. But, I mean, anybody who was watching, and I forced myself because I find that show abhorrent, half the time he was sitting there talking, oh, Donald Trump this and Donald Trump that, and he's calling it. I mean, what a joke.
There were the tapes released of the conversations, during the break.
That's right? What I mean, the break, yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, and then the other aspect is, like, that's a great question. Why Paul Ryan, Mitch McConnell have stayed with Donald Trump. That's a great question, but there's an easy answer, too, that, I think is the sort of is the bridge that the media has not been able to cross for the most part, which is Donald Trump did not appear out of nowhere. He was not dropped down by aliens and anointed the leader of the Republican Party. And it's not like the Tea Party created Donald Trump. John McCain had to put Sarah Palin on the ticket in 2008, or he would not have been able to get out of that convention. At least that's what he thought, right? So there's a natural progression here. And the media seems to be completely in denial about the fact that there are 35 to 40% of the country that have made him the Republican nominee. Hey, it's Sam Seder. Why don't you subscribe to this channel? You can do so right over here. Subscribe.